unloved.com. I'm going to talk about the fix-it problem in this little video. So the other night I was a little whiny and I wanted to vent about my mosquito bites. They were itchy and I was tired. You've probably been there, right? My husband immediately responded in quick succession. Did you get the bug bite thing? Did you try the bug bite thing? Did you apply anti-itch cream? Did you try the comfrey ointment? He wanted to fix my problem. Now, I don't really need help fixing my problem, right? I'm a grown woman, 43. I have 4 kids. I know what to do about mosquito bites. What I wanted was to vent a little and to maybe hear some words like, yeah, that sucks. But at the same time, I totally get why he did what he did. I do it too. He wanted to help me solve my problem, right? The thing is, we don't often need our spouse to solve our problems. Like, our spouse doesn't need us to solve their problems. For 2 main reasons. 1, they can't solve our problems, really. And 2, we already know what to do. So I want to talk about some of the consequences of what happens when one of the spouse goes into this immediate fix-it mode. And because a few things happen. Now, they're subtle, but they're real, and it's helpful to be aware of them. So one of the things that happens when fix-it mode kicks into place is the other person who's getting fixed, right, doesn't feel as smart, as capable. Maybe they even feel inherently wrong. Like, I knew what to do about mosquitoes. I didn't need that direction. And when it's given to me, it feels a little bit like I'm being, like, it's juvenile, right? So the other person feels not as smart, not as capable, maybe even like they're wrong and needs to be fixed. And this happens specifically in mixed faith marriages, right? The need to fix the faith issue, to fix the faith transition, to quickly process through it, to fix the marriage issues caused by the faith transition. All of these things, this need to fix the spouse and how they're acting, maybe how they're speaking, maybe what they're doing, what they're not doing, and all of this sort of fix-it energy creates this feeling of, I am wrong. And this can really undermine a relationship. If someone feels wrong and that their spouse thinks they're wrong, it can be disconnecting. It creates a rift. This is judgment, right? Judgment is in place. The bottom line is it feels terrible to need to be fixed. To think somebody thinks you need to be fixed. It feels terrible. So if your standard response to your spouse is to try to fix them, and really it's tricky because we just want to help, right? Just helping. But it's really a form of fixing. If that's your standard response to them in their life, there's a pretty good chance they feel wrong or judged or unappreciated. There's a chance they don't feel accepted by you as they are. And the reason this really matters is because what this inherently creates at the end of the day is it's going to block intimacy, it's going to block connection, and it's going to block love. So it seems like suggestions and wanting to help is a really good thing. And it can be with the right level of awareness. It can also, though, create subtle rifts and uneasiness and this feeling of something's not right, not enoughness. So do you ever wonder why a conversation may leave you uneasy or on edge and you just can't figure it out? It may be this. You may feel like somebody's trying to fix you. Right? Or it could be a million other things. But if this is something that perpetually nags at you, you need a coach to fully unpack what's going on and figure it out so you don't have to live with the underlying unease and frustration in your marriage, because that is going to undermine your marriage in a significant way. Now, if you know you're a fixer, you need a coach. If you're married to a known fixer, you need a coach. Because the subtle undermining of a marriage is not to be ignored or discounted. This needs to be addressed so your marriage can be at its best. An okay marriage is nothing compared to a great marriage. Let me repeat that. An okay marriage is nothing compared to marriage. Different leagues altogether. So if there's a fixing tendency in your marriage by one or both partners, I would highly recommend looking at that very closely with a coach and getting it cleaned up, because it's going to create disconnection and inadequacy on some level. So if this is something that you face, I would reach out. And especially if it's baked into your mixed faith marriage, definitely reach out and let's talk. Let's get on the phone. I offer a handful of free calls every single month. And let's find out what's going on. How is this showing up in your marriage? Talk me through it. Tell me what's going on generally with your mixed faith marriage. It's so valuable to be able to talk to somebody who really understands the issues and can really hear you. And that's what I offer. Then we can also find out if coaching is going to be a fit for you and help you create the results and help you show up in your marriage the way you want to show up. Reach out to brookeboothcoaching.com. You'll see a link to get it on a schedule a free call. It's super easy. You can even message me directly if that's even easier. All right. If you're a fixer or if you're subject to fixing, we need to talk. All right. Wishing you the best.